So he's gonna grab my collar. First thing I'm gonna break his grip. I like to grab the sleeve and pulse with the inside hand on his wrist. Okay, I can even like pop his thumb outside and then break the grip. Okay, to break the grip, you gotta squeeze his hand against your chest really hard and pop the hand down. Okay, don't try to go like this, because here you can foot sweep me or do katagurumas. Okay, that. Okay, so I open up too much space. Close your elbows. Okay, stand up with base, squeeze and pop. Okay, always down. Once you pop, you control his collar. And you use your knuckles against his arm. Okay? Control his collar. We're gonna grab right here, near his neck, collarbone. Okay? Now to get the collar drag, I'll push his hand against his leg, his thigh, and I'll collar drag it to the side. And I need to step out. Okay? So this foot right here never be the same line. Okay, I'll step out. And with my right leg, I'll aim right on his ankle right there on the other side. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. Okay? Sometimes our opponent will fall like this and it just chase to the back right away. Okay, my goal is always chase the back, no matter what. No matter how far he goes away from me, I want to be here. Okay, turtle position on the back. Because if Jonathan start fighting to not get swept, let's say turtle Jones. You start turtling here, I'll be on his back. Both knees on the floor. It's gonna be 2 points for me. If you stand up, Jones. You start standing up like here, and then I start step one, putting my leg really close to him, the foot that's near me, and the other foot, I go and make the second hook and hop over him. So now I'm on his back, okay? We're gonna always take the back. No matter what, we're gonna get both hooks in, okay? There's different ways for you to get both hooks in. So all on the person who's getting the collar drag, do not accept the collar drag. So you're always gonna be like on turtle position like this, okay? So again, first on other side, different angle. So he grabs you. He either like gonna grab you or you're gonna make the grips first. You grab it and grab here. Don't give an even chest to your opponent. Sometimes you're strong, okay, and you know how to break the grip. So you can break the grip with one hand only. So you squeeze. You use this part of your hand to squeeze his hand against your chest, and then you pop down. So you go away from him and pop his hand down like this, okay? Of course, with Jonathan, it's not gonna pop like this during the fight, but right now, let's say it happens, right? So I'm here, so now I get the collar drag, okay? Cross collar. Again, I'll move away from him. I'll put my right on his ankle right here, and I'll drop my hips on the floor. That's how it's gonna look, okay? So once he's here, don't let go of the collar to try to go to his back. Keep the weight on the collar, okay? Like I'm putting my hand on the floor, but instead of putting my hand on the floor, I'm putting my hand on his collar here and hanging on him, okay? Like this, okay? So that way I can keep his posture down the whole time, okay? So that's the first one. 1, 2. Sometimes I can go for a single leg and then change back to the back, okay? Once you get on the back, here, then you can do the back take that you prefer, that you like to do. My favorite is when you have the knees on the floor. I like to put my knee between his arm and leg, okay? And then with the leg that's behind him, here, turn out. With the hand that's behind, I can step over here. There's 2 ways for you to do. You can either go for the seat belt or the high crotch, like this. And then it starts taking it back like that. Actually, this one is really good, okay? Because you're always controlling the hips. The second one is right here. So I'm here, playing guard. I grab the collar and sleeve here. And I'll do the same thing. I can do with collar sleeve. You guys can see if that's good for you. Or you can do collar and the hand goes on the floor here, okay? As your hand goes on the floor, you kick his ankle right here the same way, and you escape your hips, like this. And most likely on this one, you also need to put the weight on the hand that's on the collar, okay? The hand that's on the collar here. Try stand up, Jones. Try stand up. All my weight is there. And I can drop it like this, as a single leg. Or if I'm doing this, is fighting to not like go down, try to not go down, then I change for the back take. Okay? And you can use the high crotch back take, okay? I'll do that back take again. So I'll be here, my knee goes between his legs, I step over and I go here. I grab like this. Now I just sit, torque his knee, And my knee goes on his belly right here. See my right knee? Change the hook, get a twister hook, and now I stretch the hook. And you get his back. Okay? So again, from here, I'll grab his collar, post, escape my hips, and collar drag. Okay? Shift my hips, kicking his thigh. So you're not obligated to kick kicking his ankle. You're not obligated to kick the ankle, okay? So you just aim there, okay? Because sometimes here, when you go here, like this, dropping you on the floor, sometimes this will be your first hook, okay? And then you just hop over and then jump to his back and get the seat belt, okay? And now when you have the knees on the floor, with the knees on the floor, the same thing. I'll kick this knee here, okay? And then I'll escape my hips and collar drag him too, like this. Okay, and this most likely is gonna always be on this side. Okay, and then you're gonna hang on his collar again. Notice that I don't put my hand on the floor like this. Okay, if I do that, my opponent goes away. I go here. Okay, I turn my hand and push down like this, and I lift my hips. Remember that I show you guys the hook that I do with my arm to take the back. I always like to do this. You turn around. And do it. I always like to do this first, and then I go with my hook, okay? Because even if the joint doesn't stand up right here right now, like I still like hanging on him here, just with this arm here, okay? Like this. You see my legs are off the mat. If I let go, I'll be too heavy, okay? So I go here, okay? In the meantime, I get the second hook, okay? So one person repeat all the 3 collar drags, and then the other person repeat all the 3 collar drags, back and forth, okay? So it's gonna be here. So you grab, break his grip, collar drag, and always finish on the back, okay? If you finish at the knee here, you have no hook, you always go high crotch, and then take the back, okay? Second one, now I start with my butt on the floor. I'm here sitting, I grab, shift the hips, and then start climbing. Look, now I lost the hook. So I go 1, 2, high crotch, and then start getting the twister, take his back. Last one is when I'm fighting heavyweights, they like to play plastic guard more with their knees. I grab, kick his knee, and escape my hips. Shift my hips. Now, always getting the hooks, always getting the hooks, always taking the back, okay? 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, 3 times. Any question, Nick?
Someone does the collar back from the feet. How do you recommend to fall safely? Forearms on the mat? Or
Oh, for the person who's receiving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Put your forearms on the mat, okay? Boom, like that. So in judo we do this, right? Go, Mijans. So he goes the collar drag here. Go. Just like this. Yeah. Just post. Okay. Yes.
For someone with a good base on top, what is it about your pole that you're preventing them from just kind of turning into? You know what I mean? Like, how are you getting past that shoulder? If they start.
When you're standing, right?
Yeah, if they start rotating.
Like just Jonathan did in the beginning, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I do, I like to hit 2 collar drags back to back. So sometimes I go here, boom, then you turn, and then go one more time. Then the next one I go for a single leg. If you watch Lucas highlights, that happens all the time. Pretty much like 2 collar drags, boom. And then if that doesn't work, stand up. That's Barbosa's time, right? Okay, I see that all the time. Okay, but yeah, 2 collar drags. So do the first one, and the second one you go for the single because you know it's gonna bounce. So go for the single and keep the collar. Always keep the collar. Okay, the last thing you let go is the collar. Okay?
But what do you do when he's on his knees and when you do the collar drag, he opens it up in the chest?
Oh, open the arm. Don't let me go that way. So he's like this. And then he opened his arm here, go open your arm, like this. Then I would like, for sure, attack like some type of homoplata. Huh? Yeah, or like, yeah, if you really drag him and kick here, it's really hard to stop you right there. So what I'm forcing Jonathan to do is to sprawl. That's why I kick him, because if I don't kick, I feel like he can go for a knee cut here. But when I kick like this, look, I put his belly on the floor. Okay? It's really hard for him to react right there. But if that happens, I would go for a omoplata. Okay? Alright, yes.
Standing position when we do like this. What if this person, as soon as you feel, he
Yeah, like go on top of you.
Yeah, instead of going this way, he just
Goes towards
yeah,
you.
Towards
Yeah, that's the reason. You see, if you see from this angle here, for example, when I do the collar drag, I don't do from here. Okay, I need to step out. So when I step out, I put in an empty space. Okay.
You just don't that way.
Yeah, so I step this way, and then I collar drag. So I aim here, dropping my right side on the floor. So I'm here, I go like, you see, it's kind of like hard, impossible for him to go towards me. That will happen only if I go from here, like this, if I don't go to this side. Okay, so if I step out, it's gonna work. All the attacks in jiu-jitsu need to have an angle, right? So it's just like in boxing, like you go to the side, stay here, stay here. So it's easier for you to punch from the side, okay? So when you punch from here, it's easier for you to defend. So it's the same thing when you're attacking jiu-jitsu. Always from the side is better, okay? All right. 1, 2, 3. Collar drag, I don't go with my back on the floor, so I don't touch my back on the floor like this, okay? So if I do that, it'll be hard for me to collar drag, okay? So it's just my hips on the floor, just my butt, and I'll go down just with my hips, okay? I don't touch my back on the floor. So it's pretty much like I'm putting all my weight on my elbow here, okay? And then after I put on the elbow, I make the transition to my hand that's on the collar, okay? So I'm here, I go like 1 and then 2 up. Transition here. Okay, if it's too far from me, I reach the single leg, I can grab like this or here. And then I use my head on his hips, and then I start moving forward, and I end up on top, okay? And if you fight, then I go for the back. But sometimes like you're going for the single, they offset, they turtle, and then they jump to the back, okay? So you don't let go of the collar at all, okay? So that's one thing. So don't put your back on the floor, don't let go of the collar at all. Okay, now, the reason we're doing this, because we're gonna still work in the guard that we are working here this week, okay? Well, let's say sometimes my opponent start moving away from me, start stepping away like this. Like move back. He's moving back like this. Because if you move forward, so he's gonna be underneath of, I'll be underneath of him. Okay, so sometimes he likes to move back, and actually it's hard for me to attack when he's moving back, okay? So, and then he closes the elbow, he moves back like this, and he keeps moving like this. So I'm gonna undo the lasso, and then I'll go for the collar drag, like this, okay? I can go for the single leg, and then take it down, but I believe here is gonna be a fight, right? Like this. Always sag on his collar here, okay? Don't let go of the collar. A lot of people, they do that, and they change for this. That's not good. Okay, go back. So keep your weight here, try to stand up, Jones, and keep lifting his leg like this. Okay, keep fighting, Jones, keep fighting. Go. Let's say he doesn't fall. You see that I'm putting his leg on my lap here, turn around. So I'm putting his leg here on my lap, like this. Okay, because I can still like holding his leg up off the mat, and I'm chilling here, I'm resting, right? It's different when I'm here. It's too heavy for me. Okay? Keep her leg on the floor, Jones. So I like to lift and then place my foot here. Then I move. If he's fighting, then I let go, and I step my right leg between his arm and leg. Like this. Now I get the hook, and I take his back. Okay? So I go here. Okay? And then I'm fighting to bring him forward. You gotta fight to try to take him down there. He's gonna fight. As you let go his leg, you step the first hook in, and then you go to the back. Okay? So you're gonna start in the position here, the guard that we learned. So again, we grab a shallow, right? We don't grab deep. For this one, shallow. So I have better control. So I'm here. You start moving back. So I can do the collar drag in two ways. Okay? You see that turnaround, Jones? Turn around more. So you see that Jonathan is grabbing my pants here? So it's gonna be hard for me to go to collar drag if my foot is on his biceps. Okay, walk away. I'm not gonna do like this. Okay? Go, Jones. What I do, I put my foot here. Okay? Like I go down. So at the same time, I take my foot off his lapel. So I'm doing the last, right? I undo the last. Go. So I go like here. And I collar drag here. Okay? And then now I grab his thigh. I don't grab the shin, okay? Turn around and face this way. I'm here. So my hand goes here. Okay? A lot of people they grab here. So if I grab here, Jones, you keep the leg forward. Like this. Okay? So I like to grab the thigh. It's harder for him to kick the leg. And then I use my head to push him so I can stand up. I don't stand up like this. Okay, I'm pushing. Of course, that's the reaction. Like that. I'm here. He's fighting, I let go. Face the hook. See how I step forward? Now I got my hook with my arm. Push forward with my leg that's between his legs. And jump to his back. Like that. Sometimes I'll fall, sometimes not. Okay? Sometimes you're gonna roll. You just gotta react accordingly. Okay? From here. Okay? Put here, and then he starts moving away. This I'll do when he's really like not want to come in. Like move away, move away. He's moving away like this. Okay, I can go inside or I can let him go and then collar drag. See this? Now I push. And then the second hook. Take his back. Okay? So now the partner needs to walk away, move away. Okay? And then we practice this. You still like trying to aim the ankle and everything. Like we learned from the regular collar drags. Okay? We'll go for it. Yeah, the last one. Yeah. So I'm here. So if you grab your pants, maybe it's gonna be hard for you to go on his leg. If his leg is too open too, like this. Okay? Just put the foot in between. Sit up. You can go with the hand on the collar and sleeve, or you can pose his hand on the floor if you want to. Like this, to escape your hips. Okay, and then collar drag, and then go back, Jones. Go with your hips on the floor, Jones. I like to use my head, my forehead, right here on the rib cage. So push me with your head. Go, Jones. Push like this. Exact. Now put my leg here. I'll try to stand up, put my collar down. Exact. Try to take me down. I'll keep moving like this. That's when you're gonna take my back. One, and then shoot. Okay. Yes.
So if they do grab your pant leg that's on the other pant leg, it's more detrimental to them because their hand's just gonna go right down to the floor when you fall.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So it just, as long as you don't keep the leg over the biceps, you have no problem with that.
Okay,
Because
so
you're
it's
still
like
able to
okay.
put your legs down. Okay? Yes, sir.
If they grab your collar or your belt, is this still going to get effective?
Like with the hand that's near like him? Yeah, it's still working. Like, so, I mean like if this hand is grabbing here. Yeah, so the only difference, like I use this hand on the floor. My collar dragging. So I'm here, right? He's gonna move away from me. I go like this, so move. So he's moving, I take out, go back, grab my collar. So go. You know, so I have the angle to get the position, you know. So you see that? I keep this hook here, okay? I trap his leg, I put my kneecap on the floor, and then I hit him with my head on, right on his rib right here, you know? And I push forward like this. Okay, so I wanna like sag and push, okay? All right? Yes?
Professor, can you grab the collar where you don't have the hand under the leg? Go to the single leg and grab the collar.
Oh, like this? With this hand here,
Yeah.
right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
But this like will not let you go to the back. Only takedowns. Okay? So if I grab like this, it's gonna be hard for me to go to the back. So what I need to do is like drag him this way. And then push forward like this. With the other grip you can change for the back. Okay? Alright guys. Let's work. 1, 2, 3.